Hi, guess what? You're
What?
back with us at the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. And this is Mark Sherry. I'm here with Mark Ramone. And you just heard the Geils Band doing Whammer Jammer. And before that, we heard Eddie Seville doing Carol Ann. And we started out with the incomparable Taj Mahal doing Don't Call Us. Speaking of incomparable, the Jay Giles Band, Whammer
Man.
Jammer. Woo!
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, boy, those guys, they started in Worcester they formed at the Worcester Polytechnic Institute. They were going to school, three of them were, and basically eventually they moved to Boston after a few years. Boy, this song in particular, this really showcases Magic Dick in the band. His name Richard Dick Salwitz is his full name, and he's actually from New London, Connecticut. And Magic Dick is probably the quintessential rock harp player. He sort of defined what it is to be a rock harp player. It's just amazing harp playing. This song is just amazing.
I grew up in the 80s and this band was always on the charts. I loved listening to them. But the thing that really gets me about this song is that it's an instrumental, and back then and even now, a lot of bands are all about the lead singer, and they don't take time to really focus on the musicians in the band. And that's what I love about this song is just it shows the true talent of all the musicians in the Geils Band.
Yeah, it's they by the way, when they were started out in Worcester, they were called Snoopy and the Sopwith Camel.
Oh my.
And then they became the J. Giles Blues Band, and then just dropped the blues part. These guys, they really defined the whole genre, I think, of rock and roll music.
Yeah.
And before that, we had, I think, a really classic rocker as well.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, Eddie Seville, who's from the Waterbury, Connecticut area, he really rocks on this tune. His vocals are also just spot on.
This is my kind of country, alt country. And you're right, it rocks. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's done some work recording and arranging for film and television as well. And he's a talented guy. And speaking of talented guys, we started out with Taj Mahal doing Don't Call Us.
Man, it's got such a late 80s, early 90s feel to it. It came out in 91. I don't know. I just can't imagine somebody telling Taj Mahal, don't call us.
Well, Taj is from Springfield, Mass, and maybe back in the day, he might have gotten told that. He was born as Henry St. Clair Fredericks. This song it has it all. It's, got great vocals, rhythm, great instrumentation, and the backup singers are
I know.
excellent.
As soon as I listen to this, I listen to the backup singers. I'm like, that sounds really familiar. And I double checked, and yeah, it's Hall and Oates.
It's Hall and Oates, yeah. Yeah, no wonder. So what do we got next?
Let's get into an alternative block here. Let's start it off with Matt and Kim, Daylight.